Eastern Time, different live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and of course set those notifications. We want you guys live with us, get the plays in real time, and joining the conversation in our chat room. So give us a look there if you would. Make note here of a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys. So go ahead and post your picks in the comments below. Remember, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links you see there up here at the top from our top performers up here. Cappers like Ramon, who have been on absolute fire with over 5,300 units of profit for the year. Mindy's been absolutely on fire this year as well. Nick's doing well. Hollywood Sam, Nick Vartini, our newest capper up there as well. You see the last 24 hours, Hollywood Sam has been on a tear. So has Tiffany. They've been on absolute fire right now. Nick Vartini over the past 3 days has been on a tear as well. As you can see here, latest premium picks here is where we list our latest plays for sale for today. We're locked and loaded for Tuesday. Best bets, well, they offer great value. Each capper can designate a play from their card as actually, they can release one best bet per sport, so this will be their best bet per sport up there on the board right now. We're locked and loaded. $15 premium pick. That is promotional. Each capper can designate a play from their card as a $15 premium pick to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Multi-packs offer great value, so go ahead and get signed up. Now, some of you may opt to purchase plays a la carte. We have the pick ticker out there for you with team versus team information. All right, let's go ahead and let's get underway here on the show here on A Game Day Picks. Good afternoon to everybody here joining us today as well. We're looking forward to everyone in the chat room today. Good afternoon to you, my friend Lucky Power. We're going to start running our chat now in the live on our live show. So let's go ahead and let you know who's on the show today. With us today is Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get underway here with Game Day Picks. We'll go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see her top of the leaderboards there, having a fantastic year. I think we're ready for Mindy. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We go up to the ice tonight. The Blues here to host the Canucks. The Blues short favorites here. We see a total of 6.5.
Yeah, so it looks like we got the Stream Elements bot running here watching us today. So yeah, the Canucks here, they are 34-34 on the season. Blues 33-34. So pretty evenly matched here. The Canucks are on the road and are winners of their last 3 in a row now. So they've been playing pretty nice hockey, especially because they've also won 8 of their last 10 here. The Blues haven't been, I guess, too bad if we take a look, overall here, but just not quite as good as these Canucks. They are winners of their last 2 of 3. The Canucks offense, I think, is really what has, been the difference here as of late. They averaged 3.36 goals per game this season, and they've actually scored 15 goals here over the last 3 games. So they're really playing lights out. The Blues also have been, not too bad on offense, averaging 3.19 goals per game, but their defense is what's been really making them struggle here as of late. They're allowing 3.64 goals here per game. I just think that the Canucks here are just coming in just too hot for the Blues to handle here right now. Plus Demko, he's been playing pretty lights out, outstanding, I might say. I'm going to take the Canucks here tonight versus the Blues on the road.
All right, Mindy here says go ahead and take the Vancouver Canucks team that is showing some improvement. We know about the controversial coaching change that happened there. It seems that they should have done it sooner. I don't. Of course, they may have been in that wild card race had they've done that sooner. But looking at this game here, we just go think back to that game there with the Blues and the Kings. That one went crazy. Kings were in a back-to-back and they make up 7 goals.
Yeah, I think this one's probably going to be similar. I think there's going to be lots of goals scored. The Canucks kind of thrive on their quick passes. They are 5th in assists here this season. I think that's going to be, a lot of the difference. They really move the puck around nicely. They've just been scoring a lot. They hang in there. It's like you just can't turn your backs on this Blues offense here, this Canucks offense here as well. The Canucks are also, if you take a look at where they've been here historically, they're 4-1 versus the Blues over the last 3 seasons. They have the 5th best shooting percentage right now also. And in this matchup head-to-head, the road team is 9-2 in the last 11 meetings here. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the Canucks here again. What are they sitting at? Like minus 108. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks here today.
Yeah, minus 108 is the sharpest book in Vegas. So a little bit of a lean there on the Blues in Vegas because it was about minus 110 both sides looking around
Right.
on this one. But again, we use live lines for this, so they will change here if there's a change in the line. But looking at this one, the Mindy here on the Canucks minus 110. Do your shopping here against the Blues. This one to have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Put the record up again. 2,485 minutes of profit here for 2023. Mindy's been on absolute fire. 6 on the board NBA, couple from NIT, big hockey card. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, off a really good night. Went 4-0 yesterday, so swept the picks. Looking for another nice night of handicapping here again today. I feel like I'm pretty heavy today. Got 9 plays total on not too big of cards, right? I mean, I have 5 plays in the NHL tonight, 1 in the college basketball tourney, and then 3 in the NBA. So pretty excited with where I stand here today with these picks. So you can definitely go ahead and pick up a 3-pack or a 5-pack, or just if you're looking for just one play tonight, I do have that $15 guaranteed best bet in there as well. So you can go ahead and check that out. But instead of, playing piecemeal here, why don't you get something a little bit longer term, something to get the bigger bang for your buck so you play less per play, put more of that unit money back into your pocket. So go ahead and look at picking up a 7-day pass or a 30-day pass. As you can see, been pretty hot here this season, looking to keep it up. Plus, we're getting into Major League Baseball here soon. Got my fantasy draft tonight, Tony, so I'm always looking forward to that one. And then, make sure you catch us tomorrow on the Morning Steam as well.
Yes, Morning Steam comes back tomorrow with their day off today, guys. So be sure to check out Mindy as she's been on app. So with fire, as you can tell here with the numbers, I will flash them up again. 2,485 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. So Mindy tonight, as she mentioned here, 5-pack from NHL, 3-pack NBA, also a best bet from college basketball for the NIT card is up there. But instead of buying all these plays individually, you may opt for the long-term passes. You want to try out Mindy for a 7-day pass, you can do that. Get all of Mindy's premium plays for 7 days. That includes all the NIT to its conclusion, NCAAB tournament to its conclusion, right? The Final Four in the championship game, NHL here for 7 days. We also have MLB. I'm sorry, not MLB. We have NBA. Mindy's going to take a seat here for a while for then MLB. She needs to gather up her data. But that 7-day pass will fill you up there with a lot of content, a lot of action here. Or if you want it, you can also go with a 3rd-day pass, and that will include Major League Baseball as well, because many have enough data by then in this 30-day period to offer you that baseball there in that 30-day pass. You'll have probably a good 30 days of data. A lot of data there in that period of time, 30 days. So get on board. Remember, the promo code here is TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy, where you have control over it. Lots of content up there as well. We see you on the Discord. Morning Steam with your day off. Back tomorrow. And we see that cap of yours as baseball's on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I want to keep Ohtani forever. Can we just make sure the Dodgers, fill their bankroll or something?
Well, Mindy, you can set up the GoFundMe account right now.
Right. I should be in charge of something like that. But yeah, you can catch me at Tony's Picks Mindy for another play today on our social media accounts. Make sure you get those, because I'm sure you guys are excited for all the free picks. And then I think, just with the nature of the beast here being on the morning steam, I'm going to be, looking at baseball a little bit sooner here than maybe what I normally like to do, right? So I'll have to get my, get myself motivated to go here with little data, step out of my shell a little bit so we can make some plays. I'm looking forward to Ramon, though. He's already been handicapping here, baseball, getting his handicap started. So he can help me along the way. So hopefully we'll come up with some consensus plays here earlier in the season. So yeah, please make sure you check us out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central. We'll be live back tomorrow. I see a couple folks on Discord. We're like, where were you guys at? I'm sorry that we kind of switched it up right now. But I think we got some permanence here to this one. We're taking Tuesdays off from now on. So you'll catch us every Wednesday through Monday, 8 a.m. Central, where, of course, it's a community of like-minded folks, right? Trying to reach a common goal, and that's breaking Vegas every day and increasing our bankrolls. All we are doing is trying to find a little bit of edge over Vegas so we can just put that money back into our pockets. And I think we've been pretty successful. You can check out those morning steam numbers to know. You can check out folks in the chat. They put their winners out there. I think everyone is doing pretty well this season. So I know most of you guys are looking forward to Major League Baseball here as well. So that's something that we're going to get started on here soon. So yeah, I'm ready, Tony.
That's right. Lots going on here on the Discord. Just follow the link in the chat box and you'll be able to find our Discord. Actually, I should have pinned it. Let me go ahead and pin. You'll be able to find the link is there in the chat. So do that if you would. Also, you can find Mindy there on Twitter. Of course, it's Tony Speaks Mindy, where she puts content up there as well, and lets you keep it gets you updated on what she has to offer as well up there on the site. And of course, now we have just updated the chat there, so you can see that we have pinned it. So it's up on the top, guys. So click the link and get signed into there. And of course, it is Mindy there on Tony Speaks Mindy. You can find her there on the chat. On Twitter as well. And Morning Steam is back tomorrow as they're back from their day off. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you here on the show. To that great success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Lucky Power back as well. Hopefully you can join us again tomorrow for the Morning Steam or Game Day picks. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys in the chat and taking your time out to watch us. So yeah, we appreciate the time. And we appreciate Tony too for his great website, his great channel, for being able to get some content out, all of the great things that are moving forward that we're going to get to here soon. We're all looking forward to it. Can't wait. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mindy, as well. Looking forward to a lot of the great stuff here on the channel. And the more we continue working on production stuff, you're going to see a lot of new cool things coming out here in the future, near distant future. All right, Mindy, have a great afternoon. Right. Enjoy the rest of your day off. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right. See you later.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us. Get the plays in real time. And of course, you can also join the conversation in our chat. Right, we got a live chat going on right now. Just Lucky Power and myself and our bot. I have a bot in there making sure everything is running cleanly, a little bit more extra security. And of course, we can do some more fun stuff here on our chat room. There's a lot of cool things with some of these third-party software programs that we can actually institute into our chat room. That looks like a pretty cool feature. One of them is actually putting the full live chat on the channel, right? That's something pretty cool. I think there's some things we can do with that. Some of the longer shows where we can, I know from my perspective, I'm producing the show, and if I could have the chat running there on the screen, probably makes it a little bit easier for me to respond to the chatters instead of having to look at my software and hitting the click link to put it up on the screen. That's also cool too if you really want to highlight a comment. But anyway, looks like it's having a coolness going on here on our channel. Let's continue on here on the show. Time to welcome in Ramon Scott. Catch him over at TonySpeaks.com. Top of the leaderboard here on TonySpeaks.com. Top unit producer here for 2023 at Tony Speaks. But I would pretty much say about the universe, I don't see any of these multi-capper sites that legitimately document cappers more than what you're doing.
Tony, that's nice to say. I hope we can keep it going. I don't know if I can keep the cool factor up on the site when I'm on, but nobody cares about that as long as we have winners. And yeah, so excited. Baseball season. Kind of wondering what to do, right, without a college basketball card. I mean, people don't understand the work it takes to motor through a big card when you're trying to find winners. And baseball will fill that need with some extra handicapping. That's what I like to do. Handicap sporting events and pick winners. So looking forward to baseball getting underway officially on Thursday. Yeah, can't wait. Why not?
Absolutely. Looking forward.
Go ahead, Tom.
No. So looking forward to it indeed. Baseball coming up here in just a couple of days. We're just kind of closing out. I think today's the last day of spring training. Tomorrow everybody gets their day off, I believe. I don't want to say. I know last year they played a game at 8 a.m. Pacific somewhere. I think Toronto was played, but I believe that everyone's off tomorrow. But we'll see. But then everyone's playing on Thursday with opening day, which I think is pretty cool that everyone gets to play. But tonight we go to NIT. the NIT semifinals from the Orleans Arena in Vegas, home of the WAC tournament last, maybe even the Big West as well, or WCC, I don't remember. Anyway, but we got Wisconsin. It's an interesting line. This is a live line here from Vegas. Okay, this is where all the sharps play in Vegas. It's kind of telling here, seeing the money line here with Mean Green minus 120, and then only a minus 1 point spread, which tells me some of the sharps are pounding the Mean Green on the money line. But anyway, we're going to look at the total here. Total sits here at 114.5.
Yeah, how about that, huh? I mean, I don't want to be here and be like the smartest guy in the room type of guy, but I'll be one of those guys on the under in this one. I know it's going to be hard for Joe Public. I mean, I'm already seeing a lot of support for the over. I get it. I mean, nobody wants to go under 115 or whatever it's going to be here. It says 115.5 on the screen, 114.5. I mean, it'll have to go well under that, I would think, to get a close game in the mid 50s. And well, it could go over because of the proximity of the score. But North Texas, if they do win comfortably here, then maybe that result will go under. Here's North Texas, right? A big error. Here's where the committee is going to have to look and see where they're doing wrong. Conference USA, Tony, the obvious star of the postseason of the conferences in the Big Ten. You ragged on them. Everybody's ragged on them. Really a lackluster performance from the conference in the postseason. North Texas, not so high in the KP rankings, but look at the Torvik rankings. They're number 12. They respected Mr. Torvik respected Conference USA and continued to propel them upward as the season went along. So why not North Texas, right? They've won 11 of 13 games. They're 29-7 coming in, and they play that type of style. They've had totals, similar to this all year. Now, they're not a big-time under team. I think the bookmakers are kind of onto them a little bit as far as some of these low-scoring games. They allow only 55 points per game. They defeated Oklahoma State, but that in the NIT quarters, and they won 65-59 in overtime. Both teams shot under 35%. They also defeated Alcorn and Sam to get to this point. Now, of course, they've been without Abu Uzmain. He's their big rebounder and blocker, but you don't worry about that, even though it looks like North Texas kind of misses their biggest, strongest defender, because now they have to play smaller and they can get Mule Sissoko on Tyler Wall. The key there is Wisconsin is very, very weak against situations like that. I mean, Sissoko against Tyler Wall looks like a good situation to me. So I think that's where North Texas will continue to slow Wisconsin a little bit and make this the game that it looks like it is on paper, right? 115 points. I mean, who wants to go under 115 points? I do. Wisconsin beat Oregon at Oregon 61-58 to get here. They also defeated Bradley. They defeated Liberty. The Wisconsin 20-14, but was poor against the spread, really bad against the spread. They started 11-2 and 3-0 in conference, and they didn't win in back-to-back conference games for the remainder of the season, stumbling, if you will, throughout and not making the tournament. North Texas probably should have been in the NCAA tournament looking at the type of team they are right now. They won maybe some similar games to this. You think of, can you point to some lower scores where this could happen? They defeated I'll call them a very good program in Western Kentucky. Obviously, it was a down year by Hilltopper standards, but they clobbered them 67-33, 110 points. They defeated Middle Tennessee 64-50, right about this number. They defeated they lost to Charlotte 55-49, another low-scoring game. And if I had to look at Wisconsin, somebody in the Big Ten that maybe parallels North Texas style a little bit, I'd kind of point towards Northwestern. Wisconsin lost to those guys twice. Wisconsin, they are pretty weak on that pick and roll, and that is the best set for North Texas. Tyler Perry and Kai Huntsberry, those guys are deadly on the pick and roll. They have mastered it to a certain extent, considering the way North Texas plays, their style of play. It's very, very important. So Wisconsin had also similar matchups, maybe with Iowa, 64-52. They won that game. That's 116. They lost to Rutgers, 58-51. You know, to me, Tony, when I look at all the numbers, I'm looking at the KP number. All those. This looks like 52-47 to me. I don't know about 115. I'm thinking 105, really. But I know no one wants. It's going to be hard to get Joe Square in there to take this. But I don't, like I said, I don't want to be one of those the smartest guy in the room type of guys. It's just going to be hard with Wisconsin, top 60 in defense still, despite their struggles in the Big Ten. They're also a top 60 3-point defending team. They're 43rd in rebounding. They've got guys. I mean, they've got Hepburn. He made that winning shot against Oregon. They got Crowell, they had 12 points against Oregon. They got 4 guys who score in double figures. That ain't going to happen today. Maxi Klesmit, of course, as well. But they just shot 33% against the Ducks in that game. It was in Eugene, and I did make one mistake on a preview of that. I think we previewed that game, and I said it was at MacArthur Court, and of course they play on Kilkenny Court now. I was thinking back in the old days, but that's for the record on that one, Tony. They shot just 33% in that game, but made 12 of 13 free throws, and Oregon was just pitiful from the free throw line in that one. So I see this one, Tony, really, 100 points, man. 100 points, barely 100 points. That's the way it really feels to me. So I would look to the under still in this one. I've got a premium on the side. Hope I didn't give it away, but I'm going to go under 115 here, 114.5 even if it's that way. I'll go with it. I'm calling for this thing to be, well under 110 points here in this one. I think that's the way it looks, Tony, with these two. And it just stood out to me. As soon as I saw the matchup, I said, I might have been on the show with Mindy, but I said, what's this total on this one going to be, 109 or 98 or something like that? I made a wise crack about it. But sure enough, here it is, a 114.5, probably the real total that it should be. But I'm still going to take under in this one.
Yeah, under, again, these are live odds that we put up here, and the graphics are about an hour before showtime, so you can see the discrepancy. There is movement here to the under, and this is at a very sharpest book in Vegas, where they have the deep pockets. We're also seeing it in the sharpest book in the world is also showing that as well. There is one, the book near Ramon is at 115. There are some 115.5. If you play with a local, you could probably find his skin at 115.5, but for the most part, it's 150. There are some 115.5s out there. Could be some lazy bookmaking out there. Who knows? I think again, it is telling. They're looking at the money line and the spread, kind of idea where the sharps are on. Looking at that right there. Ramon doesn't like me talking about this. He says I'm giving away too much.
Hey Tony, look. Here's the thing: when you see the total like this and everyone showing up, I don't know. It's not a big night. So I don't think we'll be piling the sports books or anything for this one. I'm pretty heavy, like Mindy said. Maybe because we didn't have the show, we have more plays today, I'm sure. That's it. But when someone walks up to the window or on their apps or whatever and wants to bet this game, right, it's hard to, like I said, hard to pull the trigger. But the bookmakers aren't giving away money, right? If they really thought the squares, there's limits and everything. They want to cater to sharps or whatever, but the squares are still going to dictate. I don't call them the squares. Let's just call them Joe Public, right? Why wouldn't the bookmakers just put it 118, 119, 120? And instead of keeping this game so low, there's enough money, enough sharp money on here that's worried the bookmakers about this game being, lower than this number. So I would imagine it's probably going to be even lower than this. They're not just giving money away. We know that. So feel strong about this free selection here. Like I said, premium on the side. So maybe I would have had a premium on the total as well. I just think this one goes under. But yeah, look at that. What Dart Thrower says, could be that's where the problem could lie. Might be close. Might extend the game with free throws and maybe that. But that's like any game, right? Even if it's at 143 points when you're talking about over under. So no matter what the case would be, I don't think it's going to be like 135 and everybody's like, well, there you go. If it goes over, it's going to be 119, 120. So it's just going to be that type of game, exactly what the script kind of says it will be here with these two teams in this particular matchup. Because you look at the other scores in the NIT, and maybe Oklahoma State, that game was certainly in this range by the time it hit the end of the game. Remember, that game went overtime. But the games against Alcorn and Sam were higher scoring. Wisconsin's games against Bradley and Liberty were higher than this. Maybe because they were better teams than those, I don't know. But, certainly in this matchup, if styles dictate the fight, well, here you go. This is a rock fight if you ever saw one. And, should probably be 21-19 at halftime, something like that, if you go by what the script says here in this one.
All right, Ramon here on Wisconsin or Texas under 115.5. This one will have a start time 7 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN up airing this game. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com where you've been on absolute fire right now. We'll go ahead and push up the record right now. You'll see Ramon here just on absolute fire. 5,385 units of profit for 2023. That's all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Top unit producer, I would say, in the world. Some of these on these live sites, you're not going to find better results than this. All right, Ramon, what do you have going over at the site?
This is why I'm on your site, Tony, is the documented results, right? That's the most important. And we saw the type of records that we had over back in 2022. You always are kind to me and showed all those sports where we had all those profitable, and now we're doing the same thing in 2023. A little bit different right now, maybe because it's only the end of March, but the numbers are there again. So, if you think I'm new on the scene, I've been doing this a long time and able to finally show it and feature it right here at Tony'sPicks.com with the type of record keeping that we do. Everything's fully documented, third-party documentation. We're just entering picks in. It's Tony's Picks. So we just pick picks. But what you do with them is your business. But all I can do are pick winners and post them on the site, and they get graded, and the results, I have to live with them. So I feel really proud to have this record right now. And I'm heavy tonight. Mindy said she's heavy. I'm heavy too because we didn't have a show. So I think we just have more picks. We don't have our premium consensus. We probably would have had 4, 5, 6, 7 plays considering, looking at her volume today and the volume that I have up there. I needed 2 packages of basketball. One of them is 3-pack in the NBA. I'm giving you all NBA plays there for $30. I got another 3-pack of basketball that has the 2 sides in the NIT tonight. Check that one out for $30. I also threw in the late game in the NBA there. So another 3-pack for $30. And I have my $15 best bet in the NBA. So I kind of broke these all up into different packages. If you want to sample my, picks here at Tony's Picks, you can get them for just $30 package, or maybe that one best bet for $15, or the NHL play, which I put on special, Tony, because of the type of card we're having here, Tony. I mean, we're days away from baseball. We're right here, ready for the Final Four. Oh my God, so excited for that! And it's a lull, if you will, kind of a lull tonight. With baseball just ready to start. So in the NHL, where I've done all this damage over the past several weeks, I've given 5 plays for just $30. My NHL record right now, I told you about it yesterday. We extended it last night with a 2-0-1 performance. So 18-3-1 over the last 7 days at Tony's Picks right now, and also plus 1,750 units over the last 30 days at Tony's Picks in the NHL. So put a special 5-pack together for just $30 if you want to check out what this is all about. Hey, if you guys are doing fine, please continue to roll, continue to strike. But if there's any question, any doubt in your mind at all, please just check out our handicapper leaderboards. look at my handicapper profile page. When you go down to the bottom and you check the results, type in NHL in the little search bar and let all the NHL plays come up. You'll just see a string of winners right now from me pretty much in the National Hockey League. So need a little extra pot in your pocket for this weekend, then why not sign up for one of these daily packages today, especially the NHL one where I have it on sale. So one other note about that is why not pick up the 7-day package, because that'll get you through the NCAA Final Four. It'll get you through the start of Major League Baseball, plus NHL where I'm hot, and NBA action. Pick up maybe the 7-day here for me over at Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including mine, and won't even cost you what it says there on the screen if you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. So I appreciate it. Look, I know I'm touting hard, Tony. It's March now, and we're getting into baseball, and that's where, maybe things taper down a little bit. But hey, there's no reason why we can't have a big season in Major League Baseball. I have my Major League Baseball package up right now. You can sign up if you're just interested in baseball. I have it signed up right now, my Major League Baseball season-long package here at Tony's Picks, and you can use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Get all my baseball plays from opening day right until the last game of the World Series. There you see it right there, the package for Major League Baseball. Get my entire season of MLB picks. It's going to be a great season. Bigger bases, no shift. I'll adjust. Don't worry. I will be ready come Thursday for the new rules and all that. It eliminates all those close plays when they made those bases bigger. Tony.
That's right, guys. Got board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. Of course, we put the results up there. They've been on absolute fire. Ramon here with his numbers here, 5,385 units of profit. All its document over at Tony'sPicks.com. As Ramon was mentioning, today's action up on the board right now with this plays here from a 3-pack here from basketball in there as well. NBA a 3-pack as well. A lot of NHL 5-pack as well. The best bet up there from the NBA. So get on board with that. And of course, you can buy those plays right there. Or if you prefer, you may just purchase a long-term pass. We've talked about that 7-day pass. You want to try out Ramon for 7 days, go for it. Covers all of his NBA, NHL here for 7 days. Also, the remainder of the NIT and NCAA tournament is in that 7-day period, as well as the start of baseball, right? Baseball, you'll have baseball Thursday through Monday, so lots of action there on the bases as we're just a couple days away from the start of Major League Baseball. So go ahead and get on board with Ramon. We'll let you know about that promo code. We can save you 20% off any of the packages up there, even on the MLB season-long passes he has up there. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20%. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up there. As you can see the content right there for Ramon. A good time to get signed up for Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, which you control, as well as the morning Steam show. You co-host with Mindy Wednesday through Mondays here at 9 a.m. Eastern time. We're back tomorrow with a new week of shows. And of course, you can always find you on the Discord with more content.
Yeah, Tony, I will have some plays coming out here momentarily on Twitter right after the show. I like the cards a lot. I didn't want to scare anybody by going even heavier. These are my best plays tonight, so we'll take them down maybe a little bit and deal a few more out on Twitter here in just a little bit. But pick up my free plays also. More free winners today on our embedded videos here at Tony'sPicks.com. On our sponsor video today, I have a selection in the NHL between the Kings and the Flames. So check that one out with our sponsor video, see who I have in that one, and also take a look at the leaderboard video where we talk about all the hot handicappers, and there are a lot. So like I said, hey, it's not just about me here with those numbers. Some of our handicappers have just as strong of a percentage. They're clicking at just the same rate. I just deal in higher volume, so maybe I'm able to put up a little bit more numbers. But like I said, your mileage may vary, so you don't have to play $100 a game. And I don't think anybody who's taking my plays right now are playing them at 100. That's just how we grade them here at Tony'sPicks.com. But pick up my play in the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Detroit Red Wings in our leaderboard video, which you see right there on the screen. It says Tuesday, free pick from Ramon Scott. The girl's waving her money. Hopefully she's been on my hockey plays and pick that one up as well. 2 more free winners, and I've got more for you on Twitter tonight. I may even funnel some out to the Discord. I really like some of these games, Tony, and we didn't have a show, so I don't have anywhere to give them out, I guess is what happened there. And but it is a Tuesday, so good day to win, good day to bet sports, I would think, right? So take a look. There we are in the Discord. We've got the chat going on, everyone exchanging ideas and thoughts on tonight's games as well. So I'm sure you can pick up some more winners. The Discord right there. You see the link in the chat, and you can head on over to our conversation where it continues with all of our regulars here from Tony'sPicks.com. We appreciate all of you, all the viewership here today, and I don't know, really like this Tuesday card, Tony. I've been a little bit light while we've been knocking out these numbers. I think the thing I'm most proud of right now about the current winning streak that I'm on. I always say, I light up the leaderboards, 10-2, 11-3, whatever happens. But really, this has been a steady grind for me now over the last few weeks in this one. I haven't really had any of those blockbuster days or making up for maybe a down day or something. It just seems like 5-3, 6-3, 4-2. You could go to the bank on, just hitting 2/3 of your plays, but I'm not having any monster days. It's just consistent winners day after day of, maybe a loser and 2 or 3 in there, but the percentage is coming out right now, almost 2-to-1 ratio over the last a month or so. So it just, that's how it keeps building. You called me Mr. 5,000 last week. I've only got it up to 5,300, but again, that's what you do. I mean, you just grind it out, you keep building that number, and looking for a new nickname tonight.
That's right. Ramon up to Mr. 5,000. Put those great numbers up there. So get signed up with Ramon Scott there. And, of course, tune in tomorrow here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Morning Steam, Ramon and Mindy co-hosting the show. And believe it or not, they're the top 2 leaders of 2023 over Tony'sPicks.com. I don't know if you're going to find a show with the 2 hosts on the show performing better than Ramon and Mindy for 2023. And you add up the units. There's nobody. Nobody.
What a blessing. I mean, Mindy coming in. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I just met her on when we started doing these shows with you, when we started to kick off the way we were going to formulate this website, this coverage. You offered the opportunity on Tony's channel at the time. We were, just over 30-something thousand, and now our channel, it's Tony's channel, but we feel a part of it now because Tony's so generous with it, but up to over 36, 37, close to 37,000 now. And to be on there with Mindy, getting her information, and makes it more, I don't know. I like to think that we have a good chemistry and people like us. They seem to, but I don't know, Tony. It seems like they're really there for the winners, if you know what I mean. But that works for us too. We'll keep it going. And we're really proud when we ever see that every day on that leaderboard. If I'm up there and Mindy's up there, but more so if that morning steam record is up there, we can kind of add them all together and say, wow, look at, we could have went 22-9 or 24-7, something like that, where that's big. That's big time right there. That's a lot of plays. But again, I think we've discussed it. You don't have to be playing your standard unit size. If you're playing volume, chop them down. But volume is key for handicappers like Mindy and I. We play a lot of numbers in a way. I mean, I'm a market handicapper, so I'm not exactly like the sharps playing numbers all the time. But that's kind of where I start, and then I break it down from there when I see market movement. And it puts me on a lot of great sides here. There's no one to copy. There's no one to tail. You just kind of look at the market screen where it's going. Then you kind of mash your own numbers into them. And then maybe a little a little art to the science as well, like in a game like today's between North Texas and Wisconsin, where I think anybody with their numbers probably has them maybe even a little higher than this, but you got to consider the matchup too, and that's what I see in a situation like this. My numbers, quite frankly, have it a little bit over 115, but that's just because it's hard. It's hard to pinpoint when a game like that comes down. And like I said, when I saw North Texas and Wisconsin, I was like, oh my gosh, they can't make this total low enough. So that's the fun we have over there too with the chat, Tony, on the show. We get to know everybody. Everyone gets a greeting at this point. Oh, hey, if we get really big, maybe we'll have to skip that. Maybe we'll have to skip putting every pick from every guest in the chat on the games. I try to get everyone. We probably get about 80 or 90% actually on the screen, but you get to make your pick, and it gets chopped up into all the videos on Tony's Picks channel. And you better believe that after a few weeks, people who are watching the show, okay, they like Mindy and Ramon, but when they see some of our chat handicappers who are picking winners day after day, right? They wait for those comments and they say, hey, good pick, chat member or something like that. So it's a real good community, and you can stake your reputation as well in there by making picks every single day. I know the other chat members notice who's hot and who's not out of the people in our chat room and give them the respect and tail their plays, if you will, or at least consider when they're on an opposite side or the same side. So it's a real interesting dynamic that's going on when we're on the show with the chat. I get disappointed when I can't get anybody to make a comment on a game. I go, well, this must be a crummy game, but it is fun, and I spend most of my time just whittling through. I got to make my pick off of Mindy's pick and look at my notes as well off the handicap, but I ended up just putting all the other picks on the screen. It's fun.
That's right, a lot of fun there. So check them out, Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday through Monday. All right, Ramon, continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. Yep, see you there. Getting ready. Baseball. Aztecs. Yeah, what a week I'm having.
That's right. Fantastic week of Aztecs in the Final Four in baseball. We're ready to roll here on Thursday. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays in real time. It's always better that way to do that. And, of course, you can do that by subscribing and continue in the chat. Our conversation continues in the chat room. We got Brandon there, dart thrower as well. Fernando there, like that under with Ramon earlier on this play. And, of course, we also have Lucky Power in there. Shout out to everybody there in the chat. Let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Time for my play. Let's get to my live game up here for you right now. We'll get the full odds for you here. Live odds here have Cleveland and Atlanta here, and this we've seen live movement on this one. Now, when I started the show maybe about an hour ago, we saw -1 here, and on the graphic you're going to see -1.5 because I'm going to be on the home team here. The Hawks here, they're now a 2-point favorite. So let's see it. We can now confirm here that Allen, the rim protector, who I speculated, if you watched my video earlier, I kind of speculated that they were going to give Allen this game off, and he's dealing with a groin issue. And after this game, the Cavaliers are going to have 2 days off, and they won't play again until Friday. So I kind of was looking at the crystal ball there, and kind of figured they were going to sit him. And sure enough, news just came out right now that he is sitting. As you can see, the live line movement here now to -2. We'll see if that continues throughout the afternoon. It was no longer 1.5. I'm going to lay the 2. Okay with the Hawks. I would, if you want to do money line, I wouldn't argue there. -130 there on the money line, as you can see live. This is a live feed from Vegas that's coming in, and from the sharpest book I put up. I don't put the square books up there. I'm going to put the sharpest books up here so you guys can see where the sharp money's on. And again, it looks to me there that it is definitely the Hawks getting the line, getting the movement here. Let me just see where the rest of the market says here. Let's go. NBA Hawks here still -2, and it's pretty much -2 everywhere in most places now. I think the market has moved on the news. I'm seeing a 2.5 in some places as well. Oh, let's see. So okay, yeah, we're still seeing that there at 2. So we're going to be Hawks here -2, and that is the deal there. So guys, as I said, the situation there with Allen, the rim protector. I think I've talked about this before with the rim protectors, right? We always think, well, it's no longer a big man's game. I don't know. I don't think so. I think if you have a really good rim protector, it allows your guards to be a little bit more offensive minded. And when you miss that rim protector in there, it forces your guards to be more focused on defense. And I think it does impact the pace of play. It impacts the offensive flow for teams. So in this regard, Atlanta, a team that's only missing Johnson, pretty much their starting five in place: Young, Murray, Hunter, Collins, and Capella. I'm going to be on this home team in this side, even laying the 2. The Hawks have won 5 of 9 at home, plus 2.4 net ratings. They're scoring 122 points per 100 possessions. So again, as I've said in the video earlier last night, I felt the situation is in play here with Allen, with that groin injury. Give him the night off. He'll have 2 more extra days to rest, as they're not back on the court until Friday. All right, guys, check out TonySpicks.com. Right now, over on the site, I have actually 4. Actually, let me get back here. Here we go. Over on the site, I have 4 premium plays today. I have a best bet here from the NBA. Also, I have a 3-pack, 2 college hoops, as well as NBA. So 4 premium plays on the board for me tonight, as well as that best bet from the NBA. My NBA has been fantastic this month. So is my best bet. And if you've been following me on those best bets, a lot of my best bets during the month has been in the NBA, because I felt that's where the line value was, where everybody's really playing these tight college hoops numbers. I'm not going to put a best bet on these games under a magnifying glass. I'm going to look at the NBA where I can find some value, and I've been finding some value in the NBA. If you guys can go back in there and check on my results there, because all of our plays are documented. I've been believe back-to-back best bets on the T-Wolves. A lot of people have fallen asleep on some of these teams that are running well. We've seen some total numbers. We've seen some teams picking up the pace as well. So my best bets have been on fire here. So is my $15 premium play. So is the NBA. So guys, get on board here. I have a 3-pack tonight with mixed sports here, mixing up my college and NBA, and then a standalone best bet from the NBA. So go ahead and get signed up if you would. Don't forget about that promo code. You can save 20% off, as it says there, when you use that promo code Tony T at checkouts, and you can access my page by clicking the link you see there in the description, and click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll go ahead and get signed up. And of course, let's take a look here what's going on over in the chat room before we roll here. Let's see, live chat. What do we got going on here? All right, I'm going to use this format. I like this format better than what I was using before. I'm not going to use stream. I don't like that stream elements. I don't like that one too much. I like this one. It's much cleaner. Let's see here. Yeah, Fernando likes the Hawks as well. Let's see, the Ramon again. Brent in there liking the Hawks as well here. Hawks now -2. And of course, Ramon, yes, they are independent. The Cappers are independent contractors. Although we do find some work for them in the industry too. So that's one of the benefits working for TonySpicks.com. We've had people come to us, hey, we want them to be our spokesmen for our properties, and they're going to be doing some other projects for us too. So you do get exposure in this industry, and again, people come to us, say, I want Ramon and Mindy to run a channel supporting our brand. Okay, all right, no problem. We have other people too that want to do that. So I know we have people in the industry that watch us, and it's pretty much a really, it's really, I feel complimented, a real big compliment when these companies, these brick and mortar companies, have come to us and said, we like your talent, and we like your professional talent and informative talent on our show. We like adults doing shows. We don't like kids backing our brands, because you know what happens, right? It's just a big, people that have been in this industry, they trust more, and you want much more trustworthy people. I just feel that I do attract my style here over the past 20 plus. Well, I've been in this industry almost 30 years now, right? In the 90s, back in the sports radio LA days. But building sites, you can go back on the Wayback Machine and see all my past work. It's been some time here there. And so lots happening there in the industry. Also, let's see, Fernando Mendoza chiming in on the Magic +7.5 in that one. I did a video on that game, and let's see here. I don't mind giving out picks on my videos. I won't do too many if you guys ask, but I do a full rundown on that game. It's just too hard for me to go against that Memphis home form. I know Morant's. Let's see if he's still out of this game. I believe Morant is out tonight. I just can't get in front of this team. I know Adams, Morant, both Williams are out. Orlando's here at full strength. It's just tough for me to get in front of Memphis at home. And right now I'm seeing here, actually, let me see. I can actually go in here and put the line up. Let's see what the line shows on this one. I've got all this data now on these things. Let me see what the line shows at the Sharp. Let's go to the Sharp book here, and let's see what this game is here. Okay, we're gonna close this. I'll keep it up. What the heck? Let's go back to the Sharp game. All right, someone's asking about that Memphis game. Yeah, let's see what this shows here. All right, Memphis and Orlando. Right now at the Sharp book, 7 here. And this one total here 228.5. Your line may vary. This is the sharpest book in Vegas. I'm not going to get in front of Memphis at home. They played without Morant here for some time, so that's something I'm not going to do. But thank you for your question there, Fernando Mendoza. Want to know about Magic plus the 7.5. We got that one there from our chat room, guys. You can always again, we're going to put our live, at least on my show, we're going to I can this is easy to do. Ramon can do this. I just got to give him a URL. He could put this chat. He could put this if he wants to do it. I'll let him. It's his show, so I'll let him know if he wants to do it or not. But we can put this on the. I know you guys like seeing this on the screen, but then Ramon's gonna have to like kind of configure it with the multi-screen, and he'll have to do some stuff with it. I don't know. I don't want to get involved with his production. If that's something he wants, I'll let him know. But anyway. I like that. I'm not going to get in front of Orlando there. All right, you guys got my play here on that game. We covered that Orlando-Memphis game for you guys. Let's see. I can do a lot of stuff with this stuff now. I'm bringing in lines now, so I can show this whole stuff. Boston and Washington. You can see the line here in this one. Wizards laying 11 in this one. I'm not going to get in. I'm sorry. Wizards are not laying 11. It's Boston laying 11. So see, we still get some quirkiness here with some of this with this software. But again, you see that the wrong team favorite. Yeah, there's still some crap going on with this line feed. Massive crap on this line feed sometimes. So we'll see how to figure out how we can get this thing properly. I got to contact these folks. It just there seems to see some mix of data that gets sorted out screwy here. But anyway, you guys got the grift there. So Warriors, there seems like a lot of points there to deal here with that Pelicans game. But anyway. Okay, yeah, that's the one we're looking at there, huh? But I won't say much about this one. This one you may find on my premium side. But anyway, there we roll here. So, guys, I appreciate everybody's contributions today on the show. Reminder, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays in real time. So you get the best numbers. That's the most important thing here in this one as well. All right, that's going to do it here for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys make it a great afternoon. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.